Dear students, welcome you to this class. And this is one of the this class is one of the series of LaTeX classes. And in this class, we will learn how to typesetting of tables in LaTeX editor. That means we some very often needs to write tables in our document, and to create tables in our document with a LaTeX editor, we will follow some rules or some rules, and that will be discussed in this chapter. So let us enter into the topic. So first, here is we have written program. So the and starting before starting it, we need to know that the tabular command, that is this is here tabular, and this tabular command is used for typesetting for table, for writing table in LaTeX editor. Okay, and in case of LaTeX, by default, the tables are drawn without horizontal or vertical lines. That means in case of LaTeX editor, if wish to write table, then LaTeX editor will not provide you any horizontal or vertical lines. It is, and by default it has been set by default. And however, if you need to specify, if you need to have a horizontal or vertical line, then you have to specify into your program or into your text. Okay, so if you specify, then it will automatically gives you the horizontal line. Because but you have to specify it, and the width of the columns will be determined automatically by the LaTeX editor. So so you have to remember, or you have to keep in mind that in case of LaTeX editor, if you don't specify the whether you need horizontal or vertical line, then by default there will be no vertical or horizontal lines. However, the width of the if you wish to, if you desire to have vertical or horizontal lines, then you have to specify it, and LaTeX editor will automatically determine the width of the lines, that is horizontal or vertical lines. So let us start with a very simple table in our LaTeX editor. Here is that. Just concentrate in this area, in this section. To start a table, you have to use the command /begin. After that, within a curly bracket, you have to write tabular. That will produce a table. And after that, within a curly bracket, you have to write something here. See here, it is LL. Or you can write it as CC, RR, etc. I will discuss here the meaning of LL. So here, this actually within this curly bracket, you have to specify how many number of columns you desire to write in your program. So here, see here, 2L are used in this case. So 2L means there will be two columns. This is for first column and this is for second column. And if you use another L, then that will produce another column. So then there would be three columns. And L means the columns in the first column or in the second column, or other columns, the item that you are writing will be left aligned. That is, here you see here, just concentrate here, we used two L's here. That means it will be a table having two columns. So we have to write the items in first column or second columns, and that will be, since we have used L in this case, that will produce you left aligned. Okay, so in this case, see here, apples, which will be found in the first column in the output, and then green in the second column, and here is ampersand. And in case of LaTeX editor, after writing your first column, you have to use an ampersand. Okay, and after the second column, you need not to have write, or you need not to have or write another ampersand. sign. Okay, if you wish to write another column, then you have to write another L within this curly bracket, and after this green, after this word green, you have to use another ampersand. Okay, I hope you understand it. And after completion of your first row, this is your first row, you have to use two backslash, which will produce you a new line. And in the new line, that is here, in the new line you have to write the items in the second row for both columns. That is, this is the first column and this is the second column, and after first completion of first column you have to use as I told earlier, that an ampersand. Okay, and after that you have to use another double slash, which will produce a new line, that is here. And in this case, see here, this orange is for the first column and ampersand is here, and this orange is the second column. And in this way you can continue, and you can write how much rows you desire to write how much rows. Okay, no problem is there, but this would be produce a table with two columns. And since you use two is here, and all of them would be left aligned. So let us see the output, what happens in case of the output. Here is the output. This was the first page. We are not interested to look at this, because we already discussed much more with this. So just look in this area, just concentrate here. Here is the table. See here, this is left aligned. See here, these columns and these columns are left, both are left aligned, and there are two columns. Since you had used two columns, see here, this is for first column and this is for second column, and both of them are left aligned, so the output is also left aligned, and these are the first columns and these are the second columns. Okay, so table is created, and table can be written, or table can be optimized in this way. And next go to our another one, that is here. See here, I have written the same program, or same thing that I had used here in this table. So that is here, but the exception is here, only a vertical line is given after L. You can use another vertical line before this L. Okay, what it means? It means it will produce the same thing, that is with two columns and left aligned. But this horizontal line here would be another horizontal line. This horizontal line will produce a horizontal line here. So not, sorry, these are vertical lines. Okay, these vertical lines will produce here. This vertical line here will produce one vertical line, and after that, for the first column, after completion of the first column, there will be another vertical line, and after completion of the second column, there will be another vertical line. So that means these vertical lines will produce vertical lines. Say if you use another vertical line before this L, so before starting of the table, there will be a vertical line. After that, another vertical. After completion of the first column, there will be another vertical line, and for the after the second column, there will be another vertical line. This is the difference from that we have found in the earlier case. So let us go to the output. Here is that, as we have used, see, or remember that vertical line, then L, then another vertical line, then L, then another vertical. That is here. That is this one vertical line will be here. So after that, this will produce a table that has a vertical line before the first column, and after the second column there is another vertical line, and after the second column, sorry, after completion of the first column there is another vertical line, and after second column there is another vertical line. So the function of this vertical line is that to produce vertical lines within or outside the tables, outside the columns. So next go to the next one. Here is, see, the table is the same. Here is apples and ampersand, then green, then double slash, then strawberries, and then ampersand, then red. These are the same thing that we have used in this the second table, or in the first table. This was the first table, this was the, see here, this was the second table, and this is the third table. These items or the columns are remains the same. Only the changes made in this area, just in this section within this curly bracket. See here, R, and that will produce that this table. We understand that this table also has two columns. Okay, that is here also two columns, and R means right aligned. Actually, within this curly bracket, if you use L, then it will the table will be left aligned. If we use R, then it will be right aligned. So let us see the output. Here is the output. See here, apples, strawberries, oranges, green, red, orange, all are right aligned. Okay, next go to our next one. These columns remains the same. So just concentrate here. Here is the vertical lines. Here is a vertical line. Here is another vertical line. Here is another vertical line. So these columns will be enclosed by one, two, three vertical lines. That is, one will be before the first column, and another will be after the first column, and another will be at the end of the second column. So that is here. See here, all these columns are right aligned. Okay, since we have used here right aligned, and also we have used vertical lines, so these vertical lines are here. Yes, these vertical lines are here. So this is another kind of tables type setting. So next go to the next one. All the columns are remain the same, so just changes are made here. See here, L and R. This L, here L and R, so this will produce two columns, and L means left aligned and R means right column. That means the first column will be left aligned and the second column will be right aligned, and these will produce vertical lines. So that is here vertical lines are here. Okay, and the left column, the first column, the first column is left aligned and the second column is right aligned. That is written here. See here, this the first column is left aligned and the second column is right aligned. So that is here. So this is another kind of table type setting. So we here already understand or know four kind of type setting for tables, for table creation or table formation. Now go to the next one. See here, CC. This means you can use a space after the first C. You can use space, or if you don't wish to desire to use space, there will be no problem. Okay, the first C, that there are two C's. That means this table will have two columns, and this C actually signifies that the table will be center aligned, and which will be clear in our when we will view our output. Okay, so no problem is there. Just right here, if you wish, or if you desire to have left center or right center, or sorry, left aligned, right aligned, or centered aligned, whatever you want, whatever you desire. So no problem is there. So just right here, CC, that means because we have already known or we have learned about how to left aligned or right aligned. Okay, so now in this case we desire to have a table with center aligned. So these are the components of the tables. The first column is here, and the second column is here, and ampersand between both columns, between the columns or after first columns. So these are the same thing that were before, that were in our previous tables. Only difference is here, it is center aligned. So let us see the output. Here is the output. See here, the first column, the second column, it is center aligned. You understand? I think you understand it, and it is also center aligned. So this is another way to produce another table with center aligned columns. No problem, it is very interesting. And then next go to our next one. See here also, you understand very easily that from these two alphabet, that it is a table with having it is a table having two columns, and L means left aligned and C means center aligned. That means the first column will be left aligned and the second column will be centered aligned. So all other things are the same that was we used in our previous tables. that values in our pivot table. So no, let us see the output. Here is the output. These are the first column and this is the second column. See here, the first column is left aligned and the second column is centered aligned. That is, we have used this command here. See here, L and C. L is first column is left aligned and the second column will be centered aligned. That is here. So very interesting. This is another way to write a table in LaTeX editor. So next, come to this one. Here is see here. Here is the same thing that is used in just our previous table, but here vertical lines will be given here. Vertical lines is used here. Lines are used here. So in the output, all columns will be surrounded by vertical lines, and another vertical lines will be in between the first and second column. So let us see the output. Here is the output. The first one is left aligned and the second column is centered aligned, and here is a vertical line, here is a vertical line, here is a vertical line. So there are three vertical lines. One is before and intermediate between two columns and after the second column. Okay, so this is another fashion of writing tables. So next we go to our another one, that is LC, and this is the same thing. See here, LC, that means the first column will be left aligned and the second column will be right aligned, sorry, center aligned, and three vertical lines will be there as we found in our previous case. That is just, it is very easier to compare here. Just look at the left hand side. Here is the output and this is our program. So left aligned will be the first column will be left aligned and the second column will be centered aligned. That is here. These are the left aligned and this is the second column, that is right aligned. Just first concentrate on this case, on this issue. This is, it is left aligned and this is all, forget all about this line or this line. Okay, this is left aligned and this is centered aligned. And since we have used vertical lines, so this vertical lines is there and this vertical line is here and this vertical line is here. Okay, in up to this, till this I think you understand. And now see that first you have written the first, this is the first row and the apple is the first column, and then ampersand, this is you have to write this because this is after completion of the first column, and this is the second column and this is the ampersand, that means that will produce the new line. So first column is apples, so here is apples, and second column is green, that is here. After the see here, another command is written here, H line, and this will produce you a horizontal line where after completion of the first after completion of the first row. So this is the first row, it has been completed here. After that you have used H line, that means it will produce a horizontal line, that is here, the horizontal line is here. So if we desire to write a horizontal line after any row, then you have to first write that row. Okay, after that you have to use the command H line. So this H line has produced this horizontal line. Okay, after that see here, then the second row is here, second row, and the first column is strawberries, that is here, and the second column is here red, that is here, no problem. After that see here, C line within curly bracket 1 dash 1, what it produced, C line, that means it will produce a line, a line uh, one means between column 1, if you 1 and 1, that means this will produce a horizontal line, this will produce a line, 1 means at the first column, that is here. Strawberries is the first column, and after strawberries written strawberries and red, so strawberries and red is written completed here. After the, since we have used C line within curly bracket 1 on this will produce a horizontal line after the first column, at the first column, 1 means at the first column, so that is here, that is here. If you use here 1 2, that means first columns, if you would use in this case that one here here C line slash C backslash C line 1 then dash 2, that will that will that will insert a partial horizontal line between column 1 and column 2, between 1 and column 2. So in this case 1 means only on the under the column 1. So that has produced here in this case. So just look at here. So everything is here, only if this H line is nowhere here. So this will produce a horizontal line, that is here, and C line backslash C line within curly bracket 1 dash 1, that will produce a horizontal line or partial horizontal line at under the column 1. So that is here. Okay, next go to another one. Here is that it is two columns, and left first one is left center, second one is the left aligned, and second one is the center aligned. Okay, no problem. After that, first row is here, so first row is here, then each line that will produce a horizontal line, that is here. After the second line, strawberries and red, okay, strawberries and red, and then C line 1 dash 2, that means that it will produce a horizontal line, a partial horizontal line between the column 1 and the column 2. So that is that this is column 1, so this is the partial horizontal line, and uh, and these two will produce another partial horizontal line under the after the column 2, that is here. Actually this, if you write for two for a table having two columns, this will actually produce nothing but a horizontal line. This is what, if you use here C line 1 instead of C line 1 dash 2, if you use here H line, that will also produce this line. Okay, so this is newer thing. So that actually this command signifies that backslash C line, then within curly bracket 1 dash 2, it will produce a horizontal line between, partial horizontal line between the column and the column 2. So here is the column 1 and here is the column 2. So actually this is the continuation. That means that is nothing but it has produced nothing but that would produced if you use here command H backslash H line. Okay, no problem. Next go to our next one. So this is the next one. Okay, okay, we have completed this one. Now go to here. So here is the table and everything is there. So just see, this is the L and C left centered. The first column will be left centered, and this is left aligned, and the second column will be centered aligned, and these three horizontal vertical lines will produce this vertical line, this vertical line, and this vertical line. After the first row, see here H line, the command H line is used. So here will be here is a horizontal line, and after that the second row is here, and you see here you have written here C line 2 is 2 dash 2, that means there will be a partial line after the column 2. So this is here, and all the rest things are the same. So this is another kind of tables, another style of writing a table. Now go to the next one. See that this is the for this these are the same thing. So we are not interested to here, just this will produce left aligned, center aligned with horizontal lines, that is here. This is the horizontal line, this is the horizontal line, this is the horizontal line. Okay, and this is, it is left centered, and it is left aligned, and it is center aligned. Now see here what happened here in this case. Here after the first column, sorry, first row, you have used H line. So here this horizontal line is here, and after that you have written C line. So that is here C line after the second C line 2 dash 2. So second after second one. Okay, this that it is nothing but the previous one. The newer one is this here. See here tabular, then RC. That means these will produce right aligned. That means the first column will be right aligned, and the second column will be centered aligned. So it is here the first column is right aligned. See here it is right aligned and it is centered aligned. And after that H line, after completion of the first column is first row, here is H line. So first row is here, then the horizontal line is here. After that slash C line. After that we have written here the second row, that is, and in this is strawberries is the first column and red is the second column. So this is the second row, strawberries is the first column, red is the second column, and after that we have used a command C line 1 dash 1. That means it will produce a vertical horizontal line after the first column, that is here, that is here. So this is another style of writing tables. So now go to the next one. Here, see here, we have written these one and these one in our previous tables. See here, previous tables, this one and this one. So I have not discussed these two tables, but see here, the difference is here. First one is the same thing, so this is the same thing, but here is the difference for the second case. The second table is here, this is the first table and this is the second table. See here, RC, okay, that is, this is right aligned, center aligned, okay, no problem is there. So after that, see here, after that, before here is written a command H line, and after that the first row is here. So before first row, a horizontal line will appear there. So that is here first, before before the first row, a horizontal line is here, that is done by this command, and after that the first row apples and green, apples and green. See here, after the first row, here is another command H line, that will produce another horizontal line after the first row, that is here. After the first row, it is a horizontal line, and after that, see here, the second row has written here, the first column is strawberries, that is here, the first row is strawberries, and then the second row is red, okay, second column is red, that is also here. After that, we have used another command C line 1 dash 1. So that means it will produce what it will produce, a horizontal line after the first column, that means that means under strawberries. So that is here, strawberries, that is here, and then we have written the third row, that is here, oranges and orange, that is oranges and orange, and after that H line is here, another H line, that means after that is another horizontal line, and this is the end, and every table will be end with the command slash n tabular, okay. You should remember, you should consider here every table in our previous cases, in our previous discussions, with a different formatting of tables, all have the command backslash n tabular, that will produce the end of the table, okay. Now this is another table, this is here is another table, another style table with another style. So RL, that means it will have, the first column will be right aligned and the second one will be left aligned, that is here, this is right aligned and this is left aligned. Now after that, you see here H line is there. So before starting the table, there is a horizontal line, it will produce a horizontal line, that is here, before starting the table, this is the horizontal line, okay. And after that, the first row is here, first column is 8, that is okay, that is here 8, and the second column is here's, that is here, it is here's, okay. Now C line 2 to 2 dash 2, that means this is the second, this is the second column, so there will be produced a horizontal line, partial horizontal, that is means this command will produce this line, okay, this line, okay. Then the second row 86 and then staff. So here is 86 and then staff. After that, see here H line, this the one H line and this is another H line. So this H line will produce a horizontal line and this H line will produce another horizontal line. So first H line will produce a horizontal line after this column. After this column, that is here. After this column, this is the first horizontal line. The first horizontal line is this, and this H line will produce another horizontal line before this row. So third row is here, third row is where, before third row another horizontal line is here, so that is here, and this third row is written here 2008, and now that is after that another H line is there. So Another edge line is there, so no problem, I think. And this is the end tabular table has ended here. Now go to the another one. This is the table, begin table I have written here, and then C. If you desire, if you wish to not have a space between the C's, then that will produce the same result. So C means center aligned, this center aligned, this is center aligned, and three C's are here. So in this case, in our table, in the table will have three columns. So after that, so that is here three columns. Okay, then the first row is here item, then quality and price. That is here item, quality and price. After that, see here edge line is here. So this edge line is produced here, horizontal line is here, and then the first column is nails, wooden, bricks. That is nails, wooden, board, and then bricks. And second column is here 500, 500, 100, and 300, and this. And in this way the third column is there. So no problem. Now go to another one. Here the same thing is here, the same table is here, only the horizontal lines used here. So before horizontal line, and after first column there is another horizontal line, after second horizontal line another horizontal line, and after third one another horizontal line. So that is here first horizontal line, second horizontal, sorry, these are vertical lines. So the first vertical line, the second vertical lines, the third vertical lines, and the fourth vertical lines. So this will produce the vertical lines. Okay, after that all things are here, so no problem. And now come here, the same thing is, the same table is here also, but see here, so this will produce three table with three columns, and all of them are surrounded by vertical lines. So the first vertical line, these so 1 2 3 and 4, these vertical lines are 1, then 2 3 and 4. Okay, and after that, after completion, after that, you see here each line is used here before starting the table, the items of the table. So before here, this is the horizontal line before starting the table, and then the first row is here. So this is the first row. After that, another horizontal line is here. So this horizontal line is here. After that, the second row is here. So second row is here, second row is here. After that h line, another h line is here. So this will produce the another h line in this horizontal line here. Okay, no problem. This is the third row, this is the third row, third row is here, wooden boards, then 105, this is the third row. Okay, after that another horizontal line is used here. So another horizontal line is here, and the third fourth row is here. After that h line, that is h line, and end. So this is another style to write a table, and I think, and this is this is interesting. Okay, to write it, different kinds of tables in LaTeX editor. So and that can be used, that can be done very comfortably, but you have to remember differ some comments, although the comments are not very difficult to remember. Now go to the next one. See here what happens here. The table, the main table is here, the table is written here. See here, 1 2 3 4 5, 5 C's are here. So that means the table will have 5 columns. So that is here, 1, this is the first column, 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, then each line, after, oh sorry, begin table. Okay, then caption, because this caption actually determines or signifies that what you are writing in your table. And the description of the table will, sometimes we need to write, or we need to know the description of the table, which items are written there, and which kind of data you are inserting in the table. So to do this, we have to use caption option. So caption comments, backslash caption, then within the curly bracket write the description of the table. So without the description of the table, it would be very difficult to understand what are written in our table. So it is very important to write a caption in every table. So that is here. So caption, then within curly bracket the description of the table, and these will produce table number. So caption means that will produce this, since this is the first table, so it will produce table 1. And if there are another if there would be another table, then if you and you use the caption of command, then that would produce table number 2. So only for the first case, only in the case of single table, there will produce table number 1. This command is responsible, that is backslash caption, this command is responsible for that. And this is the description of the table. So this is the description of the table is written, that is called the caption of the table. After that, you see here, as already we told, that it has 5 columns. So these are the first column, second column, third column, fourth column, and 5 column. And see here, from this table, see here, H line, before starting the table content, here is a H line. So this H line, horizontal line is there. After that, the value of u, so that is the value of u, and then ampersand is here, because after writing the first column you have to use ampersand. After writing the second column, you have to use another ampersand. So in this way, all the table contents are written for the all the columns are written for the first row, and here the second row. So this, after that, h line, another h line command is used here. So that will produce this h line, okay, this horizontal line. And after writing this, you have to put in tabular, because you have used in the here tabular here, that is within this tabular, begin tabular and end tabular, within these the content, table content would be written, okay. And see here, to write the table description, that means the caption, we had to use another command, that is begin table. So this begin table, within this begin table, the tabular, this command is within this command. So first we have to complete the tabular. So tabular is, end tabular is here. So this begin tabular start, that is in the table content started here, and it ends here. And after that, this begin table, that is would have to end. So here is the end of the table. So here auxiliary to command is here. If you wish to write on the table description, then you have to start with begin table, then caption of the table. After that, you have to write the command begin tabular, and then within the curly bracket which kind of table you wish to desire to write, and then the table contents. After completion of the table content, you have to end this tabular, and after that you have to end the begin table, that is here. So this is the output, and this is the writing of table with a caption, okay. Now go to another one. This is the same thing as we discussed earlier in the previous case. So here is if you in this case we have not used the table caption. So begin table. So in this case, begin table, this command is missing here. So that is here. See here, begin table is not here. So only started directly from the begin tabular. Then there are 5 Cs. So 5 column is here, and then H line. So before starting the table content, here is the horizontal line, and after that the first row is here. So this is the first row is here, and this ampersand, each ampersand will produce a space. So 2 that means there are 2 spaces. These were the for the first column, and this is the second column. So 2 spaces here, 2 ampersand is here, so 2 spaces here. So first space is there and the second space is there. After that, spin majority channel, that is written here. See here, after writing this, another 2 spaces there. So here is another 2 spaces would be, so 1 2. So here 1 and 2, then 3 is here and 4 is here. So 3 column number 3, column number 4. So 2 spaces omits these 2 columns, and after that this is for this, okay, no problem. After writing this, you would see here another H line is there written here. So horizontal line will produce in the here, and then the table contents. See here, the table contents is here, different rows and columns are here, and after that H line, another command H line is written here. So this will produce this horizontal line, and after that the end tabular. So this is the completion of this table. So you can write table in this way also. In this case, you have not used that caption command. That is, that's why in this case we have not any table number or any table description. Okay, I hope that you understand all the different kinds of writing of tables in your LaTeX editor, and which is and this class is, I think this class is rich for writing. You have gathered rich knowledge to writing different kind of tables and interesting and very exciting styles of tables. And you can also practice in your class, in your home, at your home, to write different kinds and different style tables of different kinds and different styles, and different kind of tables will attract your document. So this is the end of this. Okay, this is the end of this class, and you have to just practice at your home. Okay.